welcome to everyone for the webinar with the part-time MBA at KJ Somaiya Institute of Management Studies. Just give me. Yeah. So to set the ground rules first, we are kind of muting all the participants, and the videos will be disabled so that there's no disturbance and lag for any of the participants. Just to avoid that, we are muting everyone and the videos will be disabled. The people you see on the screen will be the only other ones from the institute. So we have a panel which comprises of the faculty, students and the alumni. So we have put down this panel together so that it helps you have a better perspective and a holistic perspective from the institute point of view. So I'll ask Professor Geeta Shashidharan to welcome you all and start with the presentation.
Thank you, Edwin. To begin with, thank you so much for participating in the webinar for this evening, where we can hopefully answer most of your queries. Let me just take you to the brochure, which will give you a fair insight into what the part-time MBA program is all about. Let me share the screen. Arvind, you will need to give me screen sharing.
Ma'am, can you see the screen? I've already put the brochure.
It says host disabled.
No, the brochure is already
you
put up
put
on
the
screen.
brochure?
Yeah, I've already put it up on the brochure. I've already put it.
Okay, yeah, fine. Okay. Okay, so this is about the 3-year part-time program of KJ Somaiya Institute of Management. Okay, for the batch, the current batch that will be coming in from 2020. And we are now under the Somaiya Vidya Vihar University, and which has a very rich legacy. And the part-time program is as old as almost 2 decades, more than 2 decades. We are now going to give you need to, okay, this is our Chancellor of the university. You see Sri Samir Somaiya and Professor V.N. Rajshekaran Pillai, who is the Vice Chancellor. These are messages from him and our Director, Professor Dr. Monica Khanna. So when you do get time to visit the website and glean through the brochure, you will find what they have to say about the institute, the program, and what is it in for you. Okay, this is the vision and the mission of the university. Our dream is to build a world-class research and teaching institution that is global in the reach of its ideas and universal in its service. And this is exactly what we endeavor at the KJ Somaiya Institute of Management. Okay, now we are looking at what are the programs offered. This is all the programs that the Somaiya Institute of Management offers. So we have the doctoral study program, which is the PhD, a part-time 2-year PhD program. Then we have the 3-year part-time program, that what we are looking at for this webinar. Then we have our regular full-time MBA programs. Arvind, can you just move the... Arvind? So let's look at the programs in focus, which is the part-time program. So the 4 programs that we have are the marketing management program, which is known as MBA in marketing management. And then there is an MBA in finance management, MBA in human resource management, and our MBA in information management. Each of these programs are unique in their own ways and deliver industry-ready curriculum with, of course, the very rich experienced faculty base. So if you do take time to read over, you will be able to look at the purpose of part-time MBA, because it's especially very important that you can work and study at the same time, giving you a tremendous opportunity to upskill yourself. The program highlights are also present. So if you look at and see, these are some of the testimonials from the current students who are pursuing their MBA program. And we've also given you the objectives of each of our programs, which is the marketing management, the finance management, the human resource management, and information management. So when you do get time to look at the detailed brochure, you will be able to look at each of the highlights. This is something about life for a part-time student. You have a dedicated event, because you must know that KJ Somaiya Institute of Management is a very student-driven institution where students have a dynamic role to play. So life at campus is really interesting. You have a whole lot of affairs and events that are there besides your curriculum. So Metamorph is a popular event, a flagship event for the part-time MBA students, which is a mixture or a fine blend of management and cultural activities. Besides that, we have Concurso, and we also have Chota Sikka, which is a CSR-oriented event, because the students go to Naresh Wadi, where they help the children at Naresh Wadi. They go and spend time, give them toys, books, play with them. So that is about the events for the part-time MBA. Your pedagogy for learning is, of course, very dynamic class discussions, guest lectures, a host of them, presentations, case studies. We have we have all Harvard case studies, which faculty take you, and it gives you a nice experiential learning experience. Then we, of course, the model that we follow is a hybrid learning. So you have a chalk and talk, as well as you have online learning. So this is something which is very interesting about the 3-year part-time MBA that we will be offering you under Somaiya Vidya University, because the hybrid learning allows you to come to campus on the weekends, the Saturday and Sunday. Mondays are meant to be, I think, a weekly off, as per the latest intimation received by our director. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you will have online classes. And that is the hybrid model. Of course, as I have said, we've got very experienced and very rich faculty base. And I think one of our key determinants to enter into KJ Somaiya is our rich alumni base. It offers you a great networking opportunities, not just with the alumni, but also with the students of the 4 programs of the 3 years. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, we have a student-driven culture. Then I've talked to you about Chota Sikka, the CSR initiative of the part-time students. And what we endeavor is holistic learning, which is classroom-based teaching, field visits, projects, assignments, case studies, besides which you also have a great opportunity to, if you're inclined to learn yoga, foreign languages, Buddhist studies, which is all there under our umbrella. Arvind, can you change the screen?
Just
That's it? Arvind? Okay, this is something that we've already discussed, Arvind. I've already told them about the hybrid. Yeah, so the institute has centers of excellence, and you can go through it and you'll find we have several centers of excellence, and you could also be a part of it if you are committed towards it. This is our key point, the admission process. You must have a minimum of 2 years work experience, and after your graduation in any discipline. And the admission process is filling of the online application. Then there is a document verification. There is a personal interview. And then we announce the list of selected candidates. So your final last date to apply, there's your fee profile given over here. But the last date to apply is what I would like to remind you is the 15th of May. So for those of you who have filled forms halfway or are fence-sitters, I'd urge you to take this opportunity. Hurry up, go ahead and fill the form. What are you waiting for? Just hurry up. And our personal interview will be conducted on 17th of May, the coming Sunday. Then once you're selected, you get your offer letter. These are some of our illustrious alumni from the part-time program. So you see a host of them, starting from Sudarshan Putran, who is the Chief Technology Officer at Aditya Birla Finance. We have Sudhir Shenoy, batch of 2000, who's also the CEO at Dow Chemicals India. K.S. Narayan from the batch of 2001, who is the Chief Information Security at PwC. Jaya Janardhanan from the batch of 2001, who is the Head of Business Operations at Aditya Birla Payment Bank. We have Prabal Roy, batch of 2003, who is the Senior Vice President with Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. We have Priya Pendarkar, who is from the batch of 2007. She's the Head of Compensation and Benefits. We have Kazetan Cardos from the batch of 2008, who is the Vice President of HSBC India. Mohammad Kantawala, batch of 2008, Vice President of India Infoline. Sufal Mehrotra, batch of 2000, Executive Vice President with Vodafone. Deepak Hegde, batch of 2000, Director, CMC, GSK. Bhattachandra Kadam from the batch of 2003, Finance Director. And Kamini Shahani, batch of 2000, Customer Service and Operations, Aditya Birla Health Insurance. Riya Chawla from the batch of 2007, she is the Chief Manager HR at Reliance Retail. Sandeep Das, who is from the batch of 2007, Vice President of Yes Bank. Neerja Bhatt, Associate Director, Accenture. Pradeep Gangavane, batch of 2011, Senior Enterprise Solution Consultant, LART. Can you move the screen? He is late Padma Bhushan Shri the complete visionary behind, the founder behind this great legacy of Somaiya Vidya Vihar Institute and the Somaiya Vidya Vihar Trust. Yeah, you move around. This is where you can contact us, reach us, and find us on Google Maps. We are very well connected to the railway station, the local station, accessible by road. We are just off the Eastern Express Highway, and we are connected by the SCLR too. So accessibility is not a problem at all.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am.
Done?
Yeah, ma'am, that's all. Thank you, Geeta.
Okay, we'll give it over to our students first, now.
Yeah, ma'am.
Are there any questions?
Not yet. I guess there are a couple of them, but then we can take them once the alum
we'll take
students,
it at Q&A.
Once the alum and the students share their experiences.
Yeah, sure. So let them share their experience.
Yeah. Thank you, Geeta ma'am. To the aspirants and the participants, if you have any queries, please drop it in the chat box. We'll pick up once the alums and the students share their experience. We'll ask the experts one by one about your questions. I would request Ankit to share his experience. So Ankit is our alum from the batch of 2011-14. So Ankit, over to you.
Yeah, Ankit.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, sorry for a little delay because it was saying the host has muted you. Okay, so hello all, this is Ankit Majetia and I am from 2011 and 2014 batch of M, and I currently run a digital agency by the name of Hangover Media. So talking today to you guys, I have gone back in the memory lane. I still remember when I had come for my personal interview round and wished कि भाई इधर admission मिल गया तो life set है. Because I have some wonderful memories with Somaiya campus. I have spent my 5 years of graduation at Somaiya, and then I had a chance for 3 more years. And who wouldn't want to wouldn't miss studying at a world-class institute and spend some time at this huge campus, right? And then came the list of admissions and my name was there and I was thrilled with that. And I still remember the day one of our first semester when I'd come late for the lectures on the very first day, because I was working at an educational institute, NAX Tutorials, and we had an event a day before my first lecture. And I was all sleepy and tired during my first lecture. And I remember Professor Rupali Gadkari in our class talking to us in the very first lecture, and which was to be the accounts subject, which was there in the first semester and which happens to be my favorite subject. At first, I felt कि यार कैसे होगा, because we all are working, we all have our family lives, social lives, and weekend यहाँ पे देना पड़ेगा तो कैसे होगा, right? And especially when you are coming back to your studies after a long break. I was coming back to my studies after a 5 years break, and I was even married at that point of time. And as you all probably might know or might not know, that wives are demanding. So अगर weekends गया तो खैर नहीं. But the part-time course, I think, has helped us all a lot. I was sort of nervous when it all began, but we got introduced to our faculties for various subjects, and the roller coaster ride had begun. And I'll tell you, in those 3 years, we made good friends, not only with classmates, but also our professors became our friends over a course of time. Yes, our professors were equally engaging with us when it came to sharing of industry knowledge that they had. And I still remember those words from many of the professors, that they always mentioned that, they enjoy teaching the part-time batch more because they get to learn from the students more, because students come from different industries, different backgrounds, and different experiences. And our engagement in the lectures were on the next level. The 2.5 hours lecture we had at that point of time was just over in a glance. I don't know now how it is going to be, but at that time we had 2.5 hours of lecture. But I think the best advantage of this part-time course is that, you learn from all your batchmates, because everyone comes from a different industry, different background. So the insights that they can share with you is immense. And you can implement those directly at your profiles wherever you're working, if you're running your own business or if you're working somewhere. I was just 25 when I joined this part-time course, but I had batchmates who were 45 or 43, and they were at a much higher position in their organization than I was. So you can just imagine the kind of experience they bring onto the table, when they come for the lectures, and then they share their experiences. And, but who said part-time is boring? Like Geeta ma'am just explained, that we enjoyed all our festivals. I think in 2011, we were the second batch when the Metamorph had begun, if I'm not wrong, Geeta ma'am, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, the best part that could have happened was that this course gave me the courage to start my own venture. I quit my job, which I was doing for almost 6.5 years, and I started my own business in 2012. And what more can you ask for? I even got my co-founder, my business partner from this batch. He joined me in 2014, and then the entrepreneurial journey was just amazing, with all the experiences that we learned from the course, and we just implemented it in our business. I also think that this part-time course taught me that the life is a cycle of constant learning and evolving. If you stop learning, you will be left behind. So now, whatever and whenever we are stuck at in any part of our life in terms of business, we directly approach some of our professors. I still remember, even after our college was over, our course was over, we still go ahead and meet different professors. We get in touch with them that we are facing these difficulties in our journey, in our business, in our work, and they are always ready to help us. What more I think you can ask for, right? And lastly, I cannot be more thankful to SIMSR for giving us everything. Some very amazing professors of our time. I remember Geeta ma'am, Swati ma'am, Rupali ma'am, Rajesh sir, Ramki sir, our marketing guru, and Krupa ma'am. And we also had some amazing visiting faculties, as Geeta ma'am mentioned. A couple of them that I remember are Professor Lamba. He was from the production background. We had Mohan Nair sir, I especially remember Mohan sir's lecture, because what he used to do was, after every alternative lecture, the lectures were not happening in the class. He used to take us in the amphitheater and gave us some group projects. And I think that was the best part of the lecture. And you can just imagine what creative thoughts you can get at an open air amphitheater of Simsar. I don't know if anyone of you have seen that, but that's an experience to have. And lastly, I also remember our admin coordinator Mani sir, who was there. He was our go-to man for any kind of queries that we had during the course. So all in all, a very marvelous journey I had. 3 years journey of my life at Simsar, which is very, very unforgettable journey, and I can just cannot thank Simsar more than this. Thank you, Simsar, and thank you, Arvind, for inviting me today to share my experience with all of you here. Thank you, and thank you, Geeta ma'am and Swati ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ankit. We already have a huge list of questions coming in from the aspirants.
Okay.
Priyal, over to you. So Priyal Davda is our alum from 2016 batch. Priyal, let me just unmute you, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello everyone, this is Priyal Davda. I'm from 2013-16 batch. I have also done that. I'm working with Loyalty Rewards Management Private as Senior Manager Finance. About Simsar experience, it is very enlightening. It provided me with a wide exposure in my career. As Ankit said, coming back to the campus and reliving your college days, Simsar is the best campus. I feel so. So when I took this admission, it actually I was very confused how this course will help me out. But trust me, it helped me out both professionally as well as personally. Uh, since it helped us develop holistically. Eventually, when you are into a corporate culture, you are not only unidimensional. It just helps you to do a multitask at a time without compromising anything. And the second thing, it helps you take up the ownership. As while you are working, it helps you to take part in the events. Helps you how to organize the event, take a sponsorship. That is the complete ownership what you owns it. Since I have cherished many memories, the most important memory is bond with faculties and students, which still continue and we maintain relationship with them. Simsar as an academic, it not only encourages for the academics, it allows you to participate in extra activities like the college festival, Metamob, CSR activities. So you people would be thinking how this is possible while we are working. But guys, trust me, as you enter into this program, you will be automatically getting diverted into this academic and extra activities. And this will actually help you socialize and get contacts with many of them. And it will give a kick-off to your hobbies. Uh, family, job, your social life, everything get balanced once you enter this college. And trust me, professors, the working staff over there, the infrastructure, everything is so supportive. It will not make you feel that you are into a college for the 3 years. It's another home for the students. For us, it was a stress buster. We used to actually wait for the weekends when we will go to college, we will meet our friends, we will enjoy. So, Simsar, to conclude, I would say it is not only an academic, but it is a great fun and learning institute. Generally, fun and learning does not go together, but I guess Simsar is a great example to learn while you have a fun. Professors over there make you teach you so fun, you enjoy attending the lectures. You will not at least think of missing any lectures also. So I guess you guys don't think of all the best. Do join and enjoy this course without any worries and give best in your career. And take as much knowledge from your professors you will take from this Simsar campus. Post the course also, as Ankit said, we still get into touch with the professors, take their guidance, and it really is a pleasure to taking their help. And I would be very thankful to Arvind, Swati ma'am, Geeta ma'am. They actually invited us to share our memories. Uh, But guys, don't think. Semester is a great fun and learning experience. And do join the course. Thank you.
Thank you, Priyal. Next up, I would invite Atul Parab, who's a third-year student with us, who's pursuing his part-time
Arvind, I think
MBA.
Ankit wants to say
Ankit,
something.
Yeah,
Ankit
just.
Yeah.
Ankit, I'm just,
I just wanted to add one point on what Priyal mentioned, that lectures were never boring. So you can just imagine when you're working the whole week, you only want a rest on a Sunday, but the lectures were so interesting. I especially remember our marketing lecture by Ramki sir, that it was the first lecture of Sunday at 9 o'clock, and everyone was eagerly waiting for that lecture to happen. So you can just imagine the kind of interaction we always had with our professors, and that is just amazing. Just amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Ankit. Atul, over to you.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Audible,
Yeah, we
audible.
can.
Yeah, hi, this is Atul here. I've started my career by completing Bachelor of Electronics and Telecommunication. So when I started my job, I have joined as a technical engineer role. After that, I spent around 3-4 years in Middle East. But even after spending 4-5 and many years into the industry, so that's a dream, like when you will become a manager. And to become a manager, you should have some soft skill. Like you should know the operation, you should know the finance background, you should know accounting, which is like bouncer, most of all the engineers. And while taking MBA is really a wise decision for me. Currently, I'm pursuing into a second year of my MMM course. Recently, I switched my job. Currently, I'm working with the Hikvision as a vertical manager. So no doubt my management and my HR team, they have recognized some changes in me because of the courses what I have did and the knowledge what I have gained, such as from the operational background, such as from the finance background or some marketing stuff. Why I'm telling you this is because the course curriculum itself, it is very relative and contemporary. And the reason it is the course which is what my alumni like Mr. Ankit said, that time whatever they have learned and the today's scenario, they keep on changing. The course curriculum keep on changing. The reason why they are changing is the experienced teachers, almost more than 15 years of experienced teachers, they are coming into your classroom, they are sharing the information to you, and these all are the real-time problems. Even though the problems arises at industrial level, but you get the solution in the classrooms. While I'm telling you like this, because I have the recent example, I will definitely mention the name, Mr. Professor Jacob, and was one of the member while launching the Mercedes. And if you look at the experience what he have, and we are getting those kind of experience in just 1.5 hours of that particular session. So that is extraordinary. One thing I will definitely say, the whatever the knowledge base you increased, and the second, if you have more than 60 students in a particular classroom, and there are many like for MFM, MMM, and IT department. So let's say 180 students come from different companies, and while at time you will come to know each other very personally. So you will get a good industrial connection. So earlier, I was concentrating on my promotion so that I get promoted because of this MBA. But now I think even some students, they want to change the field. They want to from finance to they want to go to marketing. So they can be that shift can be done through this MBA. And you can say once you finish this complete course, you can also start of thinking of your own business. Well, you can be an entrepreneur. That much knowledge base will be taken care by this entire course. And the last and beautiful point that I would like to highlight, the campus what SIMSR have, that is completely energetic. And the events, the cultural events and some social activities will be taken out, which is really heart touching, like Nareshwadi and all. And the Metamorph, absolutely the Metamorph event, which is most of the MBA colleges, they already aware of this Metamorph event. And earlier, my batch was the winner of Metamorph X. And these all things has been given by the SIMSR as a course. And the course pattern is very flexible. You can see on my background there are numbers. So I have also a daughter, I have a family, I'm a married person, and so this gives the entire flexibility to pursue the course from start to end. So I wish you good luck to join this course, and with positive note, you must join this course to encourage, or you can say the gain the knowledge base and industrial connection in your career. Thank you.
Thank you, Atul.
Thank you, Atul. Thank you.
I invite Nilesh Nande, who's the last person to address today, and then we open it out for Q&As. Nilesh is our second year student. Nilesh, over to you.
Hello and good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So currently, what we say is a Somaya. So when I planned to do an MBA from Somaya, I was just like, no, BFC degree ke liye karna hai. So when I joined Somaya, it turned more differently because it started moving from me each and every level. See, currently I was from a finance background, so I was more into finance and accounts. But when I joined MBA, then it driven me from various parts like management, like marketing skills and everything. So this course MBA will in Somaya will help you to drive from various parts in like information technology, marketing, HR part and finance parts. See, when I had when I was in second year, we had this classmates. Now that they have become our colleagues. So we are working with the classmates also in SIMSR. We are working with, I have a batchmate who is head of information technology. So he shares his inputs with us. So there are various things which help us to do it. And secondly, regarding that, this books and everything, someone has asked in the chat. For books and study material, we refer to a library. We have a good library, particularly for part-time students. We have a library which has all books, and which also have a case books also to us. See, being in finance background, I'm more driven into taxation laws. So I go to the library and just pull one tax case and learn it from everything. So for study materials, Soma has everything, soft copy, hard copy, and each and everything. They have a library, they have a facilities like canteen, everything, which we plan to spend a whole day there and learn everything. We have just, when in last 3 years, I've just told my weekends will be in Soma only. So in my weekends, I do my assignments there only. I study there, I learn there, I groom there. I have made my friends there. There are also various events like cultural events, Metamorph, Chota Sikka, which also encourage us to do something new, something which we don't know. So thanks to Swati ma'am, Gita ma'am, and Arvind for giving us a chance to speak. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Nilesh, welcome.
Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you. We also have Dr. Chandan Singhvi, who's the admission co-chairperson. She's also faculty with us. So we open up for the Q&A now. So we have, I believe, around 25 plus questions already. So I'll be reading out the questions and the panel can respond to it one by one. So the first one says, what are the criteria to be considered for personal interview?
Well, Arvind, no specific criteria I will put it across, because for the selection process, we have already put up 2 years of experience. So it all depends upon what you bring to the table when we are, discussing with you. It can be related to your existing, work profile, from starting from there to, your objectives behind coming for this program, and so on and so forth. So there is no specific criteria, let me put it in that way. At the same time, yes, there are standard things which generally are looked out for in a PI for, for a MBA program. So definitely those things will be looked out for, like communication skills, how good you are in case of any stressful situations arises, because this is a part-time program, you will be managing. So whether you can manage, how good you are in time management, etc. So long and so forth. So though there is no specification that way, but yes, it will be a kind of interview based on those lines and levels.
Sure. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
The next one is, I am MPharm, having 7+ years in research and development of generic drugs for US market, working in regulatory affairs department for MNC. I would want to hear from you how MBA in marketing can help accelerate in my career. I'm asking this because the specialization option which I have with KJSOMA is limited. I was looking for general management course.
Okay, the first year anyway has general subjects also. So you will be looking at also a lot of area of general management. But then if you're specifically as an M.Pharm wanting to look at acquiring marketing skills, which can probably propel your career further, may give you different directions to grow, you will learn a whole lot of aspects from the marketing perspective. I don't know, my colleague Swati may like to add some more things.
Thanks, Geeta. But as you mentioned that you were looking out for specifically for general management, let me put it across after having, I mean, it's up to you. But then having 7 years of an experience, and now you looking out for general management, this part time will help you in the first year of yours to get hold of those subjects or those studies, which will be more focusing upon general aspects related to management. And in the second year, you will be once again going into your core area of marketing. But yes, apart from that, if you have something looking out for, then honestly, 7 years of experience, an executive program, but that is a full-time executive program, probably will be kind of more suitable to you, which is also offered by SIMSA. But if you are very keen on keeping with your existing job and continuing, then I think even this MBA program, part-time MBA program, will still do the value addition to you.
The next question is, if I take admission now and after a year, if I'm shifted out of the state or country, so how will the classes and exams be held?
Okay, for you, we must say that there are several cases where students have enrolled. I think Nilesh will tell you about his own classmate who has been who moved out in the second year, isn't it? Pradeep moved out. And there are a lot of cases, and we are pretty considerate when it comes to such students. So you have to, of course, take the exams, and especially because we have a hybrid model, the offline sessions you will be able to attend from wherever you are. And that is of convenience, which is only beginning from this year. The current batches had to be in the classroom to facilitate learning. However, you will have the benefit of even looking at attending the offline classes and online classes. And for offline classes, we'll certainly, I'm sure, make concessions and give you some assignments and case studies, which will add up to your grades. Anything else? I think my colleague Swati Chandan can add on.
Well, I think this situation is not a new thing for us. Probably every year that I have been associated with the part-time classes, we have we have such cases, coming forth. And as rightfully said, we have always made arrangements. We have always adjusted for that. So you need not worry about that particular part, because, this is something even you are not sure about it. Neither nobody can give a guarantee about it, when and how there can be a transfer, or you may have to go to states and all. I don't think that should be a pointer that should keep you away from this particular program, because we always do adjustments for it. And I think the existing as well as the alums of part-time will agree with me about this particular point, that we have taken due care of this particular point. Yeah. I hope that satisfies your query.
And most importantly, you can attend the online classes from wherever you are.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Someone has asked, can we elaborate on the schedule of lectures online and offline?
Okay, if I can just add up over here, we are into the process of introducing the hybrid system. The things are not in entirety into the finalized that way, but yes, kind of we will be having the online lectures as per the current structure that we are thinking about. You'll have your online lectures on the weekdays, and your offline lectures will be on the weekends. Okay, so as soon as the whole thing has been finalized and you have taken admissions, you definitely will be informed about it, and you'll be well informed about the whole thing, right? Okay, anything to be added further? Maybe APD, Geeta, or maybe Chandan?
Because you will have a limited number of subjects per trimester or semester. So you will be attending each of these classes during that week. So each day you will have a subject, both in the offline and the online model. So when you come to the campus on a Saturday and Sunday, you will have certain classes scheduled, and even your online classes also will be scheduled as per each of the courses that we offer within the program and within that trimester or semester.
Moving on to the next question now. After completing course, are we eligible for campus recruitments?
Okay. Currently, we are not offering campus placements for the part-time MBA programs. But yes, in case of a scenario that there is any kind of an opportunity that comes forth and been known to our placement team, then yes, we do inform it to you people. But let me put it very clearly, there is no guaranteed placement that is offered to the part-time courses. Chandan, if you can add up something over here, or maybe
our alumni keep asking for a lot of, a lot of positions.
That's what Arvind
can the alumni, and
yeah,
that keeps coming to you.
I'll slightly elaborate on that point. So, as per university mandate, for the part-time programs, we are not supposed to offer any sort of campus placements. However, as a extra effort, what we do is we have an alumni base of around 12,000 alumni, and in a year we share more than 400 job opportunities with our alumni, and these job opportunities are also shared with our part-time MBA students, because since they are free to switch jobs, we also share it with them, so that just in case if they are eligible for any of those, we can move jobs. So that's something that the students can look forward to.
Arvind, I would like to add here.
Yeah, Priya.
Yes, Priya. Yes, Priya.
So we receive mails of placements from the Somaiya campus, and from my classmates, there are I guess 2 or 3 of them who have applied to the job and they have got that job opportunity. So that mails are very helpful for us also.
Okay, so that's from an alum perspective, but then even the students can switch jobs using those.
Yes.
Yeah. So moving on to the next question, can we adjust the schedule or receive the recorded lectures?
Well, I don't think, Chandan, we haven't thought that far, isn't it?
No.
About recorded sessions.
I don't think that,
What we have decided is till now we will not record it. Then it will become a distance learning, which we don't want to. So it is going to be live lectures basically. So people will have to log in at the specific hours of the day whenever the lectures have been scheduled. So we would not like to encourage the recording as of now.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can just add up. So if I can just add up, these timings for this online lectures has been put it across in the late evenings, considering that it will not disturb your office timing. So I think the recording, as Professor Chandan just mentioned, as of now is not there on the plate. We want all of you to be there. And if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be late evening, as late as 7 o'clock. Though I know in Mumbai 7 is not too late. I'm very much aware about it. But considering that you're joining this particular course, 7 should be okay with you people. So that's the current plan from our side. Okay.
Yeah. Moving on to the next
every course is going to have, just Arvind, one point. Every course is going to have a combination of online and offline, number of hours, so that you get a classroom experience also for each course. Yeah, Arvind, continue.
Yeah.
And believe me, you will be dying to get into the online or offline classes. Like, our alums shared, they really miss the classes, I'm sure now that they're not there anymore, isn't it?
Yes.
Moving on, the next question is: will there be any online entrance exam for aspirants for part-time MBA? So, if one of you can talk about the entrance as well.
Chandan can talk about it.
Chandan, probably you can throw some light on that.
See, for this year, keeping this COVID situation in mind, for this year we have decided not to have a entrance exam. So we will be focusing on interview, your experience, and we will be giving some extempore topics in the interview itself to talk upon instead of, the online exam. Geeta, you can talk about extempore a little bit so that they get idea.
Yeah. See, we will be giving you a 1 minute extempore topic at the time of the interview, which is an online interview. And your extempore will be on general topics, which would possibly range from current affairs to, quick thinking. So all it looks at is your presence of mind to think and talk about, collect your thoughts and present it's basically we want to understand how can you think with creatively, innovatively, or what can you put forth as whatever couple of points that you can make in that short span of 1 minute. So it's your thinking capability, your oral communication, and the clarity of your communication, the subject content.
Chandan ma'am, can you also talk about the timing of the interview, because someone has asked about that as well. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the way the things will be is once you have applied for it, and across to you, as well as the timings, at what time your particular interview will be carried out, also will be informed to you. Since we are going through this particular pandemic situation, definitely is going to be an online kind of a process. The specific timings will be given to each candidate, so that at that particular point of time, all of you need not be entering at the same time. Each one of you will be given a specific timing. So, and as soon as the timings are there, at your particular time of your interview, you will be allowed into the Zoom meeting. So that is how the things will be taken care of. So, you need to first of all go ahead with this online application. Once you have gone ahead with the online application, only the further processes will happen. As far as your submission of your documents, for that matter, or you being informed about when and how and at what time your interviews will be conducted and the timings, so on and so forth. Chandan, if I have forgotten anything, please add.
At 10 o'clock, we will be basically showcasing or doing the presentation about our institute. So we would expect everyone to log in and come for the presentation. Once the presentation gets over and some Q&A, if somebody has. And after that, as Swati ma'am rightly pointed out, the waiting room will be enabled and each one of you will be taken in for 15 to 20 minutes for your,
personal interview.
Arvind?
Thank you, ma'am. The next one is, so someone has said that he or she has documents at other place and he's stuck somewhere else. Now, because of lockdown, he's not able to travel. So he has only his last year's result right now. Is it okay if he or she submits his documents later on?
See, we will take written applications from you, and we might give you a provisional admission if you get selected, and you will have to submit the documents in a stipulated period of time. Somebody asked about list of documents also. So SSC mark list, HSC mark list, graduation mark list, and 2 years work experience certificate. Or if you do not have work experience certificate, your joining letter and your last month salary also, salary slip also will do with that. Yeah, salary slip also will do with that. Yeah.
So someone has also asked, where do we submit those documents?
Yeah, see, what we are doing is when we are sending you, when you apply, and then we'll send you an email, which is basically having right now a Google Drive, because we are working from home. We are basically working with a Google Drive. In a Google Drive, you will have your folder name and you are supposed to upload all your documents in the respective folders. Like that. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Someone has asked that regarding the personal interview, will it be more towards a current job role or what the aspirants are looking to pursue forward?
I think we addressed this particular thing, myself, Geeta, Chandan, we all three had addressed, but if quickly to say, Extempo is there, which takes care of your communication skills, your clarity of your thoughts with respect to the topic, plus your GK also will be there, indirectly will be covered for. And yes, the other aspects related to your job profile also can be a part and parcel of it, just to know you. Okay, so it's going to be based on those lines and levels.
Yeah, subject knowledge will be also.
Subject knowledge, yeah.
Someone has asked, can you explain the difference between distance MBA and 3-year part-time MBA?
I think Chandan talked about it when she said there are going to be no recorded messages. Because we've already said this is a mixture of online and offline, which requires your presence in both modes. Distance learning is where you may enjoy your recorded sessions and there you take the exams as per your time convenience. But this you will have to work according to the schedules of the institution. Chandan, am I right?
Yes, Geeta, exactly. Perfect. Just one question in between is left, which is very important. Somebody asked that I have experience in different companies. Okay, probably Swati can talk on it. Is it required to be in one company for 2 years, or we can work with multiple companies in 2 years and it will be valid experience?
Honestly, just tell me one thing. I mean, experience is experience. So, that shouldn't be a point of worry for you. What we are talking here about is 2 years of experience, work is what we are talking about. So even if it is split between 2 companies, or for that matter, even if it is 3 companies, but it adds up to 2 years or plus, that will be sufficient for us. Okay. So don't worry, please, you can go ahead and apply if that's the point because of which you haven't yet applied for.
Arvind, carry on.
Thank you, ma'am. The next one is, since the university is now running independently, under which tier this college or university comes under?
And then
I think Chandan.
Chandan, I think it's more about a private university.
It's a private university.
Private university
governed by UGC. UGC approved private university.
But our institution has been very well known. As I mentioned, even when I presented the brochure, we have a rich legacy, and which is what you don't need to. We are already in the top tier colleges. As a KJ Somaiya Institute of Management is among the top 25 B schools in the country. So I think that undoubtedly explains which tier we belong to. We come close to after the IIMs, even though we may be a part of the private university. This is an added bonus for the university and for these students.
And if I can just add up some more thing for everybody's information here. KJ Somaiya Management Institute has already applied for ASCSB accreditation. And with this university coming into picture, even this part-time MBA program also will be coming under accreditation. Now this very briefly, this ASCSB accreditation talks more about quality education and quality delivery in terms of the delivery to all the courses that will be conducted by Somaiya. So I think that itself speaks about it, that even though we are becoming an university and this course will be a part-time MBA, the accreditation sees to it that the quality is maintained. And one more thing, all the faculty still remains the same. So the faculty who will be addressing you is not going to change because we have turned into a university or we have become a private university. And as correctly said by both of Chandan and Geeta, we still get governed by UGC. So we do have to abide by those rules and regulations. So I think you should be rest assured about any other hiccups if you have as to the degree that you will be, you'll be receiving post the 3 years program.
And as mentioned by Professor Swati, with the ASCSB accreditation, no other part-time program in Mumbai will ever offer you an ASCSB accreditation. This is an advantage because we are going to be a part of the private university and all our programs will come under the ASCSB. And which is very prestigious, to have an ASCSB accreditation.
Moving forward, someone has asked, will there be books that will be provided with respect to subjects? I guess Nilesh had already covered that. So the books will be offered. Library is also open for the students.
Just to add, Arvind, there are no separate books that way which are offered to them within the for the course. But yes, the access to the library is 100% open to
so
them.
they can issue books from the library.
Yeah, they can issue the books, and they can issue the books from the library, whichever the book they want to go ahead with it.
And we have a huge library with over 90,000 books, databases. Absolutely. So you don't have to worry. I think Atul spoke about it.
Yeah, right.
Someone has asked about the test scores, like he has not given a CAT. Is it okay? So for the part-time MBA, that's absolutely fine.
Part-time we don't look at that.
Fine. Yeah, we are not looking out for that.
The next one is, after completing 3 years in MIM in your campus, I want to know about the job opportunities in companies. So maybe this can be pretty generic.
You can, Arvind, I think you can address to that.
Sure. So typically we see a lot of engineers who have joined IT companies want to switch to the management side or the business side of an organization. So with the information management program, this kind of offers you a platform wherein you switch from your technical side to the business side. So yeah, you can expect managerial roles and above once you are done with your MIM program. The next one
and
is
also, Arvind, I think we should tell them about Riddle, no? For people who are possibly having an entrepreneurial bent of mind.
Yeah. So someone who's looking to start up, probably we have an incubation center within the campus itself. It's called as Riddle, which stands for Research, Innovation, Incubation, Design Labs. So if any of you have an entrepreneurial idea and want to start up, that's one of the best places. We do have few alums who are working, who are based out of Riddle, who are using the co-working space and also using the incubation service. The next question is, what does a typical class composition look like?
What is a typical?
Class composition.
So there is a lot of diversity in the class.
Yeah.
The age ranging from, I think, late 20s to as much as mid 30s or even more, like one of our alums shared. He had even 45, 47-year-olds in his class. That is also there. So this diversity is a great learning experience because you learn from your classmates also because of the diversity, not just by the professions, but even by age, occupation, experiences.
Someone has asked if the current
Swati, want to say something more?
No, I think you have already covered up the points. But yes, I do also agree. I myself, in one of my MMM batches, that particular batch is a passed out batch now. But I ended up having you can say a student in my class who was elder to me. So we ended up having such kind of candidates in our class, students in our class. So there is a lot of diversity into the class, and I think that itself makes this particular learning process very interesting. And you really learn in the sense that it's not going to be a bunch of only finance or a bunch of only marketing guys along with you. You may have an IT guy, but in a MMM class, or maybe an HR guy or a girl into a MMM or a finance class. And that itself is the best feature. I will put it across of this part-time courses, because then that also gives you a lot of learning. I mean, at times we say that practical experience is something it's a great experience. Similarly, this kind of a team also helps you to learn a lot. Okay, so I think that kind of a diversity you can always expect when you are coming for these courses.
Exactly, cross-functional.
Yeah. Arvind?
Yeah.
Can we go ahead, Arvind?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Someone has asked, if the current lockdown situation persists, will the course start later, or would there be online lectures? So this is strictly as per the government directive. We will follow whatever the government says. We'll follow whatever the government says.
We'll have to follow that. So there is no two way about that.
Yeah.
The next one is, I have 3 years of work experience. Yeah, that's already covered. Sorry. When is the specialization needs to be chosen? During the admission or after the first year?
If I can answer this query, Arvind. See, by the as was explained in the brochure itself, these courses from the very first year itself are focused in the sense that you will be doing a master's in finance management. So that itself starts from the very first year itself. So there is no question about you getting an opportunity or you have to make a choice about going for any particular course. Post probably after your interview and you have been selected, there that particular point of time you have a chance to decide which course you want to go for. But at the same time, let me also tell you that being students coming from the different different, you can say, disciplines, we definitely have to take care of it that they are aware about the basics. As a result of that, probably there are certain courses in the first year, not all, but certain courses which will be a common thing across for all the whether it is MIM, I mean masters in information technology, or masters in marketing management, or finance management, or HR. But if you are asking me whether you get a choice to select, then I will put it across in this way, that when you have decided to go ahead with the admission, that time itself you'll have to decide as to whether you want to do a finance management or an HR management or an IT management or a marketing management. Geeta, if you can want to add something, or Chandan probably can want to add something.
I think you have addressed it, I don't know whether he's getting confused between specialization and elective. I'm just having a thought.
Yeah, there is no specialization. Yeah, absolutely. There is these courses itself are specialized courses.
Yeah.
It's not like the regular MBA, full-time MBA, where first year is common and in the second year you get to choice. This is not that kind of an MBA program. This is a part-time MBA program, but with a specification at the start itself. So you can look at the brochure. I think that brochure will give you a clear-cut idea about what exactly we are referring to. Okay. I hope you are clear about your query has been sorted out. Arvind, if
you make your choice and choose the program, the specialization.
Yes. Arvind, we have
we do have one. So someone has asked that would I be eligible if I complete my 2 years of work ex in mid-June? Yes. So if you complete your 2 years before the date of commencement for the program, you're eligible.
Yes, you are.
And someone has asked that I have 1.5 years of work experience. Am I eligible for this course?
No, not at all.
No,
you have to complete 2 years.
You have to complete 2
so
years.
We look forward to you joining us the next year.
Next year batch. True.
Someone has asked, what is the hike percentage expected in current role after pursuing this program? So possibly we can open it out for one of our alums or the current students.
Yeah, Priyal is there.
Priyal?
Yeah. So as such, guys, there is no percentage criteria. This MBA course is all about learning, taking experience, and enhance your career. So as such, there is no competition over here. Just take whatever knowledge you can take from all the professors and whatever experience you. At times there has been an instance where we tell something to our professor and there is a new learning for them also from the industry purpose. So this education and industry, practically and theoretically, actually it is a different. It is, you will just able to link what you are studying and what you are doing into your current organization. So
in fact, I would like to add and say that this is a great opportunity for you to upskill, enhance your knowledge, and also help in your own personal growth and professional growth.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. The next one is someone has said that I'm a non-resident of India and living in India for more than 5 years. Is there any specific requirement for NRIs for admission? Chandan, ma'am, would you want to take it up?
He has been an NRI for last 5 years. That's what he's quoted, right? But currently he's working here in India.
Yeah.
Correct
so
me, right?
Yeah, he's non-resident of India and living in India for more than 5 years.
But currently he is here in India and he has got
it
doesn't make a difference. See, this residential status will not make a difference so long as you are otherwise eligible as per the eligibility criteria.
Yes.
You need to have the work ex. Chandan, correct me if I'm going wrong somewhere. But the educational qualification as well as the criteria with respect to work ex is what will be the most important factor. Experience criteria is what will be the most important pointers for you to take admission. So I don't think your NRI is going to affect in any way.
So just go ahead and fill the application.
Yeah. The next one is what is the procedure to pay the fees once we get selected for PI? Since with the ongoing pandemic, what will be the procedure? Chandan ma'am?
Yeah.
Can you repeat once? Sorry.
So
It's about the payment of the fees. Fees
payment of the fees. So, you know, what we are planning is till the lockdown is there, we will be basically keeping our schedule after the lockdown. Once the lockdown gets over, you will have to pay the first installment and take the admission. And second installment would be after a month's time or so. So if you want to apply for bank loan or something, you can, you know, do that procedure and you can pay the fees. Yeah.
I hope that resolves the query.
Yeah.
The next one is, as mentioned by earlier on, experience just needed to check, as my experience in my first 5 years was in hospitality and currently I've changed my career path. So I don't think that's a problem.
No, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Looking at minimum 2 years work experience.
The industry or domain doesn't matter. What matters is
absolutely.
The number of years of experience that you bring in.
Yeah.
And your interest for pursuing whichever program that you're looking at.
Correct.
Someone has asked that I have a small child and work timings are not matching for part-time. Do you consider taking this online?
No, because we have a hybrid model. So you have to attend both the online and offline classes. Because a lot of your experiential learning will happen in the offline classes. So it will be nice if you can make the provision for someone to take care of your little child, because you will benefit from the learning experience, and attendance also does matter.
Someone has asked about what is the program fees. So
what is that?
Program fee.
Yeah. It's there in the brochure.
So it's put up on the brochure.
The brochure is there.
Yeah.
The brochure
the
will be shared, no?
The first year fee is 97,000, of which 10,000 is a refundable amount once you complete your program. For second year, it's 93,000. For third year, it is 1,06,000.
Who is it who has said none of my questions were answered?
Priyanka. But I guess she already left, I believe.
Oh, I see.
So we're taking up questions sequentially right from the top.
In the order, yeah.
And she was the first one to write questions, so all were at top.
Yeah.
Guys, don't worry. Whatever questions are unanswered, tomorrow our counselor will get in touch with you and try to resolve as many queries as you have.
Okay, last couple of questions. Someone has asked, can you quickly tell me what do you mean by hybrid exactly? So it's a mix of online plus classroom teaching. So weekdays lectures will happen online and the weekend lectures will happen on campus. The last one is how will program be beneficial for a civil engineer with 6+ years in experience in housing finance sector? Can consider only finance as elective if going ahead.
Yeah.
It depends on the program that you're looking for. You know, because each of the program have their own plus points and highlights. So if you're looking at, and also it will help you to set up your own consultancy and all of it if you're looking at going independent later on with, you know, maybe enhancing your skill sets in marketing management or information management, or maybe even in financial management, depending on where your interest lies.
Just one last question and we close it.
Yeah.
Someone has asked that he has filled up the online application form but did not receive the link for uploading his documents.
Right. Yeah.
Jignesh, one of our admission counselors will get in touch with you tomorrow.
Yes.
To sort this
out.
out.
Geeta, there is an interesting question. Is the faculty
different for part-time and full-time? I think I already mentioned that.
You get the professional expertise of the in-house faculty and the best of visiting faculty who teach both in the full-time programs and at the part-time programs. Arvind, any more?
Yeah. The last one, it's a continuation from the previous question. If you say there where you reside doesn't matter, or how can I attend offline classes if I've moved out of state or country?
we've already told you, but if
Yeah.
you have come in late, we've said that if you move out of the country while pursuing the program, then of course we are quite considerate. We'll give you case studies, assignments, and all of it to make up for your classes. And but you will have to provide us a letter from your company stating that you're moving out for purposes of your profession, a transfer, as the case may be. And you can always attend the online classes because it will be post 7 p.m. and it's from Tuesday to Friday. Isn't it?
I think.
Anything else, Swati?
Arvind, no, that's it. But I was looking at Arvind, the next two questions, I think both of them have just joined probably. One is Mr. Akshay, and he could just join us right now. So I think probably he's whatever queries or something that can be addressed to. He's looking out for some admission link. So maybe.
Will send it.
So we'll share the recording. So we'll share the recording of today's session with the aspirants who attended the session. So that just in case someone who's joined in late, they can go through the webinar to understand. Also, if you want, the admission counselors can give you a call tomorrow, or you can reach out to them.
Right. So Akshay, you can probably get in touch with them, or they will get in touch with you, and that is how you can end up having the entire details. I think even APD, we have one more, Aishwarya. Aishwarya also is there.
Aishwarya,
she's
the online form not received the link to upload documents. So Aishwarya,
we will be sending tomorrow or day after, all these links to everyone. So don't worry.
Don't worry, Aishwarya. You will be getting your link.
So before we close, few things, we will be sharing today's recording with all the aspirants who have attended today. Also, we will be sharing the brochure that we showed you today. So in case you have any queries, you can go through the brochure. It also has all the details of the program and the fee structure, the examination pattern and everything. So that's something that can be handy for you. Also, our admission counselors will help you if there is any queries that you have. We have tried to answer as many queries as possible today. But in the paucity of time, I don't think we will be able to handle any more queries. Yeah, Swati.
We are sorry if we have overlooked some question.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, Swati.
Arvind, is it possible for you to see for what that girl Priyanka, I suppose, who left it? What was her question? And if it has been already addressed, Priyanka's, if that has already been addressed, then it's okay. But otherwise, if it's an important question, probably we can take that as one last.
But I think Chandan said that she's left.
Yeah,
even if she has left, the question may be there, no?
Yeah, she's one of the first you said, no?
Yeah, since the university is now running independently, under which tier
we did
is
answer
college
this.
or university?
We answered this. We answered this query,
We
so
did
then
answer,
that takes care of it. Yeah.
So I guess that's one.
So it will be available in the recording. We'll share it with her.
Yeah, that's the reason.
There's one more about the schedule for exams, which we have already shared.
Yes.
And will the exams happen on a weekday?
Yeah. As of now, that has been the status quo, that the exams have been happening on the weekdays. Let's see, with the change in the university and with the pedagogy also being changed to a hybrid kind of a thing, whether there will be any change brought about, it will be duly informed to you. In due course of time, it will be informed to you. Chandan, you want to add something?
No, you have answered properly.
Yeah.
So
thank you everyone for participating.
Arvind, just one last thing from my side. Probably at the start, since we were a little late behind the schedule, probably I have not been introduced to this entire students. I mean, the candidates who had come over here. So just to tell them, I'm Professor Swati Godbole here from the Department of Finance. I am a chartered accountant and been with Somaiya Management Institute for last 10 years, and has got an experience of almost more than 20 years being into practicing as well as into teaching. That's very quickly about me. Maybe probably Geeta and Chandan also can add up. And yes, Arvind, you too need to put in 2 words of who you are. Probably let them know you also.
I'm absolutely sorry for not introducing you.
No, that's okay. I know we were trying to do too many things at that start. Yeah, so I do understand. That's okay.
Geeta ma'am, you would want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Professor Geeta Shashidharan. I'm from the General Management area, and I've been with SIMSA for over 8 years. And I have a industry experience from the public relations and advertising industry, and have also got about 15 years of academic experience. I'm also a corporate trainer and have been a corporate trainer for the last 3 decades. And well, we look forward to seeing you at campus in our program and looking at interacting with you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Chandan, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Chandan Singhvi. I'm from Data Science Department. I have around 19 years of experience, out of which 12 years I'm associated with SIMSA. And last couple of years, I'm also handling admissions at SIMSA. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Arvind, I was interrupting you. Nilesh, who is there, yeah, he just reminded me that I forgot to mention that I'm also a doctorate. I'm sorry. Thanks, Nilesh, for reminding me. Yes, I do am, but somehow CA comes to my mind first, then probably the PhD. But yes, I am a doctor too. Arvind, please take it over.
Hi all, I am Arvind Pandidurai. I take care of alumni relations and public relations for SIMSA. I am a part of SIMSA for the last 5 years. Prior to this, I was a faculty with the Somaiya Engineering College. That's all about me. Yeah, happy to have you all. Happy to have addressed all your questions. Look forward to seeing you all on the for the interview rounds. So just to sum up, 15th is the last day to fill up the online admission form. 17th is the date for interview. So you can fill up the form before 15th, and once you fill up, we'll get in touch with you in terms of what the further processes are. And once the interviews are done, we'll let you know within 15 days or so what is the result of the process. So these are quick timelines. All of this is already put up on the brochure. So by tomorrow, you should receive the brochure and the recording for the session.